the voters of this state will hire me as a senator and find that I'll do what I think is right, even if it's against the prevailing conventional wisdom, to wit, the vote against the war, the vote against the Patriot Act, the vote against the bankruptcy bill. They'll find someone who's fiercely protective of our civil liberties in the West. I mean, we value our privacy. We value our right to own firearms. We value our right to worship or not worship wherever we feel is appropriate. The citizens of Colorado also find that I'm an advocate for things that I believe will benefit Colorado. Renewable energy is an example of protecting our public landscapes and ensuring that they're used in a balanced fashion. The citizens of Colorado will find that I have enormous respect for the military and for the men and women in uniform, and that I'll not only win this campaign, but then I'll go right to work campaigning for a seat on the Senate Armed Services Committee. I want to lead, as I have under Congressman Heffley's tutelage and now as the senior member of the Armed Services Committee on the House. The citizens of Colorado will also see that they have someone who's willing to try and peer over the horizon. In other words, bring some vision to serving in the Congress. And to that end, I listen. And I know I'm not the fount of all knowledge. I'm going to be bringing in people who can paint a picture what the future would be like for Colorado and for our country. And finally, the citizens of this state, I think, are tired of the way that we've been doing business in Washington. A lot of talk about change. There's a lot of talk about how we can work together. There's a lot of talk about the best ideas are not Democratic or Republican Party ideas, they're Colorado American ideas. That's what I've been doing, John, for the last 12 years. And I'll match my record with anybody. And I respect Bob Schaefer, but Bob Schaefer has described himself as an ideologue. He's described himself as a partisan. He said right after the contentious 2000 election, he saw no reason to reach across the aisle. He has been urged by the papers in his hometown when he was a member of the Congress to be less ideological and more pragmatic, more problem-solving oriented. I, in the end, just think the way in which I legislate, the way in which I lead, the way in which I relate to people matches where the people of Colorado are, and my record backs it up.